All right, how's everyone doing today? Do you need a link to log in, or you just want to watch here?
If I could see like a link to log in would be great.
Mhm. Whatever. All right, bear with us 1 minute. Yeah, it's in your Skype. All right. Mhm. All right. Okay, so today we are going to go through a domain training in the beginning, and then we will get to your questions in just a little bit as well. Doesn't look like too many questions, about 11 or 10 if you include our post. And we'll go from there. Let's see here. Why is this not forward? Okay, sorry. All right, cool deal. So I want to give you guys a little rundown on what we're doing with domains. So how many of you guys have seen my domain buying strategy and different things like that? Let me know. Type something in the box if you guys are like, yes, I have seen it. All right. So if you have questions about domaining and how I buy domains, feel free to ask them now, because what we're going to do is just kind of like a little overview of how I look for domains. Usually what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Spamzilla tool, which if you guys don't have Spamzilla, I will put an affiliate link in the description, or the whatever you call it, the little chat box. And you guys can get it. It's pretty inexpensive. Let's see, Spam domains, something like that. This one. Yeah, so this is the link right here for Spamzilla. Now, when you get Spamzilla, what you're going to see is that there's several different things you can have. Now, yours is going to be a new account, so it's not going to have all this stuff here. And what I've done with this stuff is I've just set different parameters using this filter tab. And what it's going to do is it's going to say, well, what kind of domain do you want? And it'll go through and you'll say, .com, .biz, .org, .net, or you could choose all these others if you want. And then you can set your parameters here, right? Select yes, no. Then if you wanted like, okay, well, I want to make sure that maybe it has positions in Ahrefs, right? You could set that here. Or does it have traffic? Yeah, maybe I want like 1 traffic or more. Or maybe I want the cost of the traffic to be $1 or more. Usually I leave these blank. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to do all domains, domains per page. You could do like 50 or 100 or however many you want, right? Like that. Hold on 1 second. Let me get back to you on that. Do you have a card or anything? Or a number, phone number? That's it. Okay. Which house is you? Down there. Okay. What number in your house? I'll come back. Okay, I'll come over if I decide yes. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I wonder how I did the garage. Okay, I am back. Hopefully no more interruptions. So yeah, usually what I'm going to do is have our Spamzilla settings like this, and then you can choose like when the auction ends. Now I will tell you with Spamzilla, their time is not the same as like GoDaddy. So if you rely on these numbers, like if I go to GoDaddy here, if you rely on these date added and expires, so like this here, I'll bet you this one's already ended. most likely. Well, okay, that one's pretty dead on, but usually it won't be as accurate. So you have to be careful. Like this one's 12 minutes to go. It might, yeah. So apparently we got it just accurate for today, but sometimes it's not. So do not rely on this, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm also going to go through and I could say, how long do I want the domain? So if I only want it to be like 10 characters or less, I could put 10 in there, or 8 or 6 or whatever it is you want, okay? The student I had selling domains, that was Joe. Yeah, we'll probably have him on again. So then you could do like when they're added. Again, I'm not going to be too interested in that. What I am interested in is this here. So I'm most interested in this box up here, major TLDs, and then I'm interested in this box here, because this is going to show you like, do I want one that's not yet expired that I could reserve? Do I want expired only? So this one here, which I call main, is expired only. .net, info, com, biz, org, none of these other ones. And then I'm just doing allow numbers, allow dashes, expired only. So these are all available, obviously within reason, because someone can buy them and it might be taken. It's not 100% accurate, but it's pretty darn close. Then I can go through the main ones. So these are all $9. Or if you're buying them somewhere else, maybe they're $5 or whatever. But what we're going to do is we're going to go positions and see if any had rankings recently. Okay. So we're going to go through. Do I need an Ahrefs to get that data? Yes. To get this data here, these Ahrefs columns, you do need an active Ahrefs subscription. That you just got to have it. You could connect it with SEMrush and you could use the Moz stuff, but it's not as good. And then you could possibly maybe utilize the Google index, right? I don't know what that does. Let's see what that does. We're going to save. Let's see, apply filter. I don't know if that adds a column. Doesn't look like it. I mean, if I was to use this without Ahrefs, it'd be like trying to run a marathon with a broken foot. I mean, realistically, like I never have been paid one dime by Ahrefs. They don't have that program, so like I just tell you guys that that's what it is, because that is the best one. If I was buying domains without Ahrefs, it would be difficult. So realistically, between Spamzilla and Ahrefs, you're looking at like $130 a month. So the question would be, do you think you can find one domain and sell at least $1,300 a year worth? If the answer is yes, then you basically get your stuff free. It will work under the lowest plan of Ahrefs, I believe. Is there anyone that does it? Is there anyone here that uses Spamzilla with the lowest Ahrefs? It'd be good to know. Yeah, Isaac, can you get a screenshot of your Ahrefs and see if it matches mine? That would be pretty helpful to know for everyone. That would be very appreciated. And Isaac, what I'll do as my way of saying thanks for getting us that screenshot, I'll give you $200 off anything you want to get from me. So like if it's a domain or YouTube class or whatever, we'll give you a little discount on that. Okay. All right, cool. So that's what I'm looking at there. Next up, what I'm doing is I'm looking for positions. So this is going to show you the positions that this has in Google. Okay, now sometimes they're a little outdated because no tool is perfect. So we got to look at that. So see how they're not there? What this is showing is like they were there, but they dropped. So you can just go into the calendar and see there, that's where it dropped. So this probably got a penalty, this domain, most likely. Yeah, they use this for spam. Not even a question. Whenever you see this 1NU7 or some weird characters, that means it's either spam or it was hacked. Okay, so we don't really care about that because, I mean, the rankings, they don't matter. So what we're looking for is something good. So Mazda, probably not going to buy that because I don't want to get in a lawsuit with Mazda. A lot of junk here. Financial Pros. I mean, usually in the $9 one, you're not going to see the zingers, but I have bought $9 ones that do okay. So, I mean, you're just going to have to do some digging and find out what you want. Now, most of the time, because what happens is you are going to get what we call a drop period. Okay, and what a drop period does is, let's get this open here. Where'd it go? Okay. So what happens is this. You have your domain here. Okay. The domain company is like, hey, dude, your domain is going to expire. Do you want to renew it? Yes or no? If it's yes, the domain never goes on any of these lists. If it's no, and they don't want to renew it or they forget or whatever, they don't get the email, what happens is it goes into a waiting period of like 30 days, 90 days, and then eventually 180 days. And then what happens is they have every chance in the world to try to renew it. And then it's going to go through and be like, okay, after 180 days, it's going to go delete status. Okay. At 90 days, it goes pending delete. So when you see those ones that's like back order, that's a pending delete. 30 days. Now, sometimes these are going to be auction ones. Okay. Now you have to look at it and say, okay, when we look at this, it's not 100% accurate. And sometimes GoDaddy will sell it before the 180 days, just depending on how it works. Okay. So we're going to look at that and start to be like, okay, how does this work? What are we going to do? Once it hits the 180 days, it goes on to the expired list. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to be like, okay, these are expired, which means chances are right around the 30, 45, 90-day rank, the site goes offline and it goes to like a coming soon or a GoDaddy or an ad page, which means the rankings start dropping. Okay. This is when the rankings start dropping, because what you're going to see, apparently my chair wants to make all kinds of noises today. But at any rate, there's not a cat in here. We're going to look at these and be like, okay, so this is where they drop. Now, when you look at GoDaddy, okay, some of these are going to be right fresh with a pending delete. Some of them are going to be where we're looking at it like, okay, this one here actually has a website on it. Now, am I going to pay $5,300 for this? Hell no. And because it really, this is from a company that we did a video on a while back that basically does domain pump and dumps. And you'll notice them because I'll have this block and it'll say their company name. Now, that's not to say that they're not all good, but usually they've dumped it by then. And you can tell by the rankings. Like, I have to look at this and say, this has 7,800 rankings in Google, and it only gets 1,000 visitors a month. and that traffic's only worth $76. Let's see what's going on here. Let's investigate and figure out, like, is it good or is it something I would even want? So their top 5 keywords, 6 are branded. Okay, that to me is junk. What to put in a mini fridge, 18 traffic. This is not a good domain, right? It's not for SEO stuff. This is no good at all. Does everyone see why? Type no good if you get it. Type lost if you're lost. Okay, Ed says he's kind of lost. So what we're looking at is this thing's for $5,300. There's nothing usable. Let's see if we can find one that I would pay $5,300 for. Okay, so drones for sale. Let's take a look at this. Drones for sale review. And also see how the spam score's creeping up there? That's a little worrisome. They probably spammed it, and I think they did. Drones for sale. Okay, this is at $40. All right. We got keywords. Okay, see how 2,000 keywords. It has some traffic. It's got a little bit of value. How many of you guys think that this is worth more than that other one? Right? You're like, hey, yeah, I mean, it's targeted. It's all in one niche, right? Got some rankings there. Okay, let's also see. I'm going to do a test. If I'm going to spend more than $100, $500 or whatever, I'm going to test and see, does it rank right now? Okay, so this was 5 hours ago, number 7. Let's take a look. This is dronesforsalereview.com. Alibaba, Drones Gator, Drones Assemble, AliExpress, drones for sale. So there he is there. Okay, so that's okay. Is it a zinger? Would I pay $300-400 for this? Maybe. It has traffic's not huge, but it is a starting point. Let's see if the backlinks are on point. Yellow Pages, Medium. It is all related to drones. So yeah, I mean, it's decent. If I was going to go into the drone selling business, this would be okay. Now, what are the strikes? The strikes are the review in the domain. I'm not a big fan of. I don't like that. Also, it looks like it has some kind of redirect from some Troy built models. Okay, that might also be a difficult thing. See how that's linking to this? That's interesting. And it actually has that site on Drones for Sale Review. Interesting. Those are some strikes where I'd be like, okay, that's going to lower the value of the domain. DroneCoalition.net. So to me, this looks like an artificially inflated domain. Does everyone see that? Type fake out if you see that. Okay, because that's one you might look at and be like, hey, you know what? Pretty good. It's got all kinds of drone things there. It looks pretty good. However, it's a double redirect. Like if I go to, let's go to this page up here. So if I go to yellowpages.com, okay, so the backlink is from here, but let's actually see if it's there. We'll do view source and we'll do review. Drones for Sale Review.com. Okay, so there he is there with a no follow. There he is there. Looks like that's a follow. So that's weird. My guess is he probably swapped out links. He's probably using like a link. See there, Troy Built. Goes to Troy Built. So it's probably, it's interesting. You're doing something weird. Review. That's very strange. And I don't know if we'll be able to find his Stuff Shop, Monta, US coins, US coins. Some weird stuff in here. But it does look to me like some kind of, there he is, that's it. So this one with Troy built goes to drones for sale. There he is again. So it's, yeah. Is the address the same? A lot of these are like the same. Look at that. Interesting. But yeah, that I don't know if that would be worth that much. Okay, let's take a look at some others. Yeah, it could be another of his own sites, exactly. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go refill instructions. Okay, so I'm thinking that's Russia, a little bit of a spam score, but it might rank for like refill ink cartridges, which is an expensive one. It's an expensive market, so maybe. Okay, refilling instructions. If it's cheap enough, this could be good. I think I'd probably pay $50 for this. Black printer test page. And it was what? What was the site? Refill instructions. And what was he ranking? Number 9, so it might have fluctuated. But yeah, if that actually ranked for it, it might be a good one to go with. There it is, right there. So see, this is what I'm talking about. See how it dropped to a page like this? This is pending delete status. Okay, which basically means they're selling it beforehand. So this one here, refill instructions, 265. I got to ask myself, could I sell that domain for 265 or 355 as it were? Well, I don't know. That's a funny one. Maybe we could look at the backlinks there. That's not the backlinks. Backlinks, where are you? So our backlinks, it's got a lot of them, so there's probably some spam. So they're okay. Let's see. Oh, out of there. There we go. Yeah, they were okay. It's not like zingers or anything. Let's see if it had any good rankings. Let's do keywords, volume, print black page. That's a waste of ink. Let's see. So it says he's number 4, 3. That one looks like it dropped. There he is there. So it's okay. I mean, is it worth 355? Maybe, maybe not. And they'll probably bid it higher. It's got like, 24 hours to go on that one. So it's gonna go higher. Let's see what else we got. Dolphin Dive Shop. Okay, that ends in 53 minutes. Okay, Dolphin Dive Shop. Let's see what we got. Backlinks, are these all local for like, oh, hey, dolphin diving or whatever, Dive Advisor, Clubs of Australia, scuba diving. Okay, that's somewhat okay. Dolphin Dive Shop. Okay, that's www to the other. That's fine. Let's see. Did it have rankings? Okay. Rosemary, I made a mistake giving price for Spamzilla. I pay $37 a month. I pay Ahrefs $99 a month. Okay, you're saying you're happy that you got Spamzilla. Yeah, I agree. So dolphin dive. If this was loaded with stuff about like how to scuba dive, then I'd be all over it. But I'm not really all over that one. See that's what I was talking about with the date and time, because that said it was still available 53 minutes and it's not. Okay, so we got free medical camps. Okay, $2,400, $2,500. Let's see. So far it's a no. Yeah, this is complete not worth it to me. All right, let's see. Trampoline systems. Okay. This looks like that guy again. Those prices are usually that guy that's pumping down. Yeah. Let's see if it is. Yep, there he is. And that is a dump. That thing took a dump. A dive, rather. Look at that. Nothing. Complete and utter garbage. And I'll bet you, like a year ago, he probably had some rankings. Because that's what they do. They just load them with spam, make a little bit of money, and then get rid of them. Yeah, see how it's all just junk? Let's try 2021 maybe. And then they just try to sell them for whatever they can. Yeah, see, he's just ranking for everything. And what you'll see is like a lot of times they're going to do this with all their domains are going to have the same kind of junk traffic. See that? Now, what you could do with this is use it to look at like, okay, Reebok treadmill. I didn't know that was a keyword, but that if he ranked for it with spam garbage, I could probably do pretty good with this. Right. So sometimes you can find little niches and things like that and do pretty good. But this is a long time ago he ranked for that, but it's showing that it's pretty low comp. So I just get his keywords, be like, okay, that's interesting, but you can take your domain and keep it. All right, so let's see what else. Aspen Sun Realty. Okay, doesn't look like a whole lot there. Let's go by positions. Okay. And again, we're going to look for like, what do I want to do? Like that one there or this writing one. Okay, like that's pretty high expensive, but you know, maybe it's good if this was all about writing stuff. That could be a good play, and it does not look like it. Yeah, this is probably garbage. Let's see what he's got on there. It's probably just junk AI content, which, you know, we want to do a good job and make good content. This is probably just absolute garbage. And I'll bet this actually looks like the same guy that's doing the pump and dumps. Nope, this is a different guy. But in my opinion, this would not be worth $22,000. All right. You guys finding this helpful? Let me know. Here's Shake Songs. Don't know what that's about. Cameras. Europe. Yeah, I don't know what that's Spanish. Criminal justice schools. I looked at that one earlier today. I think it went a little higher than I would have liked, if I remember correctly. But I was thinking, okay, criminal justice schools, yeah, that links to some good stuff. Here's something about hair bundles. Okay, so criminal justice schools, that's okay. I mean, it's really old, which is good. But is it actually ranking for this stuff? Again, we're going to put it to the test. And we're going to see what we have here. So we're on 2021. We're going to have to get this back together. How do we not end up competing against you? A lot of people do buy domains that I have looked at. And so it's not really competition. Like we're all doing our own thing and there's plenty out there. You just have to look at, what is it you want? Like this, there's a lot of junk on this site, right? This is not like, I want to see, how do I get accepted to criminal justice school? How much is criminal justice school? How much does it pay? Stuff like that. So there's some of that in here. I mean, it's okay. A lot of lost ones. And that's probably because it's got the junk page or whatever. 30s. But see, what I'm looking for is this. See how much that keyword pays? That's good. So I could theoretically build this up. So if you were out there and you're like, hey, I want to do a niche in criminal justice, would this be good? Yes, it'd be better than starting with a domain at 0, right? Because you'd probably get rankings pretty quick. And if the backlinks are on point, which means are they criminal justice, trials, Pennsylvania schools, this would be pretty decent. All right, does that make sense to everyone? But then again, you have to say, is it worth the $300 or whatever? And that one will probably go higher than 300, I would guess. Okay. All right, let's take a look at some others. We have Troja bikes, that's Denmark. Hair bundles, let's see what that one's got. Okay, so this looks like wigs, which is a very profitable market. So I'm looking at, yeah, this is profitable. Let's take a look at backlinks. Decent. They look like they are based on hair, which is good. Okay. This one is going for what? Let's see here. Okay, that one closed, but if that one was like $12, that would not be, I probably would have gotten it. Okay, some kind of baseball camp. Sometimes sometimes this will not show the Ahrefs, so we'll just do it manually. Let's do it like this. How do you value foreign language URLs and backlinks? I don't. I think there's plenty in US that I can use. However, that might be a hidden market if you guys want to do that. I just never have gotten into it. So this is about like baseball camp, which is good. You could turn it into like a baseball learning type site or something like that. Let's see. So that's at $10. Is that also closed? $10. Yeah, I'll probably buy that for $10. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Unboxing all. So if that's like an unboxing site, that could be good. At what point in the process will you not see index pages in Google under site? In this process, it's going to depend on the power of the domain. Yeah, because sometimes it'll drop right away if it's a junk domain, and sometimes they'll stay a while. That's all right. So the hair one doesn't see anything. Oh, so you're looking actually in Google for like this. Site colon hair bundles or whatever. So this is her hair bundles. So make sure you spell it right. Her hair bundles. So it does still show. And see, you're going to see like this little S. That means it's like one of those. It was a placeholder. Right. And if you do cached, you'd probably see it. But yeah, so this one, and you can even see like, usually if it shows the cached, it'll show you when it was last looked up. But see, that does show. And most of them will, just depending on, was it big or not. So unboxing, we see we got 103. Are they, what I'm looking for is it about unboxing? Like if it's not, which this really isn't. I mean, unless he's unboxing this nail spa, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, so that looks like some kind of unboxing kind of deal. Now, are they good? It's okay. Like if I was going to do, so unboxingall.com, that's a sellable domain, right? Like when you look at that in GoDaddy's probably gonna have like $1,000, $2,000 value. Doesn't say. Let's do GoDaddy appraisal. And again, remember that this is a rule of thumb, right? It's not guaranteed. If I had unboxingall.com, I would think if I waited long enough and found the right person, I could probably sell that for like $2,500. All right, let's see what GoDaddy says. 858. Unboxings went for 6,000. So I think I'm pretty on point with that amount. So if I could have bought that for 175, yeah, that would have been a good buy, I think. Okay, it's got some backlinks, it's okay. We can also see like Compost Coalition. So maybe it's like a group of people that are into compost. Okay. So yeah, this is about compost, which means I'll bet the backlinks are like City of Austin Recycling. Yeah. So this here, Compost Coalition, all right, it's not specific. It's not like Compost Austin, which would make it worth less. Coalition, okay, that's all right. I mean, I could probably do something with that. Okay, I saw Ballard Barbecue earlier today. I don't think it was worth 500 because the rankings were not super on point. I mean, what I'm looking for is like better, higher rankings and more about like, here's how to barbecue. Like I'm not going to be able to make money on it. What does an octopus taste like? That's not something I would do. How would I monetize compost? I would probably try to find things like, eco-friendly stuff, things those types of people that are into that stuff would want. Does that make sense? Maybe composting bags, courses on how to compost, reusing stuff, different things like that. Traders Market US. So today I'm not seeing, like today's a crap day for domains on GoDaddy. Not really anything I'm looking at. Variety Kennel, maybe. Galaxy custom boxes. Maybe I could do like custom printing boxes. Again, it's not looking like too much stuff that is buy worthy. Customized cereal boxes. See how the traffic's really low? Not a whole lot I'm interested in. Yeah. Okay, so the basic, the good ones we had were like the criminal justice, the drones, and the refill. Those were the best ones. Little high on price for those. But, when doing domaining, you just have to ask yourself the question I ask myself, which is, if I had to sell this today, could I sell it for the amount that I pay? That's the $64,000 question, right? Could I sell this? Now, the rankings on this are not that good, but could I sell naturallyhandcrafted.com for more than whatever I'm going to have to pay for it? If the answer is yes, then I buy it. Could I sell this for more than $15? Absolutely, not even a question. I know I could, even though the rankings are not that great. I think I could definitely sell this one for more, right? Does that make sense to everyone? Usama, is instant ranking with low competition keywords depend on domain value or depend on the value of the content? That's going to depend on the value of the content. Now, instant rankings, like if I was to go and purchase, let's say this drone one. Okay, if I purchase the drone one today, it's going to take a couple of days to get into my account, but I will rank for these words. Like I will rank for Sky Viper drone number 15 if it's ranking right now. Okay, so let's see if it is. What was it? Drone review, buy sales review or something like that. Yeah, so if it is ranking now, there it is there. So you would get this ranking instantly, right? And it looks like, yeah, it does have a site on it, which is interesting. I would also probably go and look at SimilarWeb and see if there's traffic. This is a good tool to see, okay, does this even have traffic? Okay, so yes, it does. So, you know, it's okay. It is dropping, definitely, but, you know, it's got something. Right? Does that make sense to everyone? And again, take these with a grain of salt, because is it actually getting this much traffic? We don't know. I would think that if it was getting this much traffic, dude would probably pay the $12 and re-register his domain. Right? It wasn't, its last updated was a while ago. He's an Amazon affiliate. So, you know, kind of interesting. You got to take this stuff with a grain of salt. And like Sayek says, SimilarWeb inflates the results. That is true. It can. So SimilarWeb is doing kind of a adjustment based on the rankings and the keywords. So you got to kind of look at that. So then about keyword, if it's not ranking with your own domain and want to rank, let's say with Subconscious Mind or anything. Okay, so if you're ranking on a different domain, then what you're going to do is backlinking and, you know, building up the site on your own. Amr, appreciate what you do, Marcus. Is it possible to get past the Google sandbox with a fresh domain? Do you ever use fresh domains? Absolutely. Fresh domains will rank instantly if done correctly. Like if I had the right keyword and I ranked with a fresh, and I put content on a fresh domain, it will rank. Will it rank for powerful keywords? Like if so with the site that I have, Emoji Edit, which is the Emoticon site. Okay. Could I rank instantly for some of these keywords? Totally. With the new site, I could rank very fast, probably within a week or two, maybe less. Would I get a word like this? Probably not. Okay. Jesse, are you here? Okay. Does anyone know if Jesse's here? Lauren, are you here? Okay. Can you make a note and ask Jessie if she has time? If she doesn't, I don't want to like overwhelm her. But it'd be interesting to start a new emoji site and see how long a new one would rank. Anyone want to start that? Okay. So yeah, let's see here. Rhonda, you have a domain? Give me your domain. Let's see what you got. Okay, it's got to be, we don't want a domain that like, it has to be like a new domain. Emoji faced. Okay, and is it new? Like I'm talking brand new, nothing on it. Nothing? Okay. Okay, backlinks. Okay, so these are just from when you bought this back in July. So it's a brand new domain. Okay, so what you're going to want to do you know how to set up a website? Ish. Okay. Do you have hosting? Yes. Who's your hosting with? Okay, cool. Put in a ticket to Tina on pcmoneymaking.com with your hosting info. And let's see if we can, what I'll have you do is try to set up a blog on it now. If you can, good. If not, you can have us help you. But what I want you to do is use ChatGPT. Okay, so you're going to use ChatGPT and you're going to go for keywords like I went for. Okay, so you'll just go, what does a blue heart emoji mean? Make simple content. Okay, what is a blue? This is what you're going to do. Ready? Pay attention. Please write a little description on what does a blue heart mean. You should probably put emojis. Okay, so it does do emojis. Okay. And what you're going to do is you're just going to run this through a few times to get relevant content. Stupid question. If someone bought the domain blueheartemojimeaning.com with 10K volume, could they rank #1 with a KD of 22? It's going to depend on if blueheartemoji.com has anything. Like, let's see. That has nothing. So will it rank for it? If you have a really good piece of content, it could, but chances are probably not. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this, run this through AI detector. See if it's human text. Good. Run it through plagiarism. Is it going to be slow? I'll try copy escape. And then log in. So no results for that. That's good. Okay. And then, so it did pass the AI. It did pass the other. Grammarly is okay. It was being slow. That's why I didn't use it. Copyscape's actually cheaper than Grammarly. But Grammarly tells you where the plagiarism's from, which I kind of like. But either one's fine. So now we got this. You could post this right on your site. Then say, now please make a table with similar emojis and meanings. Then you just put this on your site. Okay, you think you can do this? Think you could do 25 of these by next week? You'll make it happen? Okay, you do that and we'll give you a prize. We'll give you a $100 prize if you do that by next week and show us what you did. Okay, that'll give you a little incentive and it'll get you some content and do a little test. All right, does that sound good? Everyone excited about seeing that test? It's not like those tests you had in school that you weren't excited about, but I think this will be good. Okay, so I'm going to give you a list of keywords. Here's the ones I want you to do. And by the way, are you okay with me using your site in a video? Because it will be used in a video. You are, okay. So here's your keyword list. Yeah, well, let's see. I'll have to. Can I give you a file? I don't know. It won't let me do a file. But do you have a ticket in, Rhonda? Okay, get a ticket in, and I will have I'll have Lauren or Tina. I'll just send it to Tina. Or emoji lady. Okay. So what I want is, so this will be, how many is this? I don't know how many that is. Save as. Emojis, keywords. So just pick 25. Okay. And we'll see how it does. I don't know. They could completely kick my site's butt. It could do nothing. I don't know. We'll see. But I think it'll be an interesting test because a lot of people do ask that. Okay. Okay, so those keywords are, Tina has those. Okay, cool deal. Excellent. So there's that. But I think that'll show us some interesting stuff. So as far as domains go, what you're doing is you're looking for stuff that can be used. Another one I'll use is Namecheap. Namecheap is a little bit slower, but the thing I love about Namecheap is you get the domain instantly after it closes, which is cool because then it's like, I can build this thing right now. GoDaddy sometimes takes like up to a month. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for stuff that has rankings. Okay, so think cook. I don't know, what are they thinking about cooking? Well, let's take a look. So like this here, cookware reviews. Okay, so I mean, 225, that's it is a good name, but the ranking, like I wouldn't be paying 225 for the rankings. If this domain was, you know, cooking elephant stew, which please don't do that. Elephants are fantastic creatures. I don't know why I picked that. Well, I do cooking vegan stew. There you go. I probably wouldn't pay as much for it, but because this is Think Cook, which is somewhat sellable, I think this would do okay. So that's okay. Let's take a look at a couple others. Dining Out Magazine, woodworking. Okay, so Woodworking Squad. Everyone knows the old ClickBank woodworking offer, so I'm thinking, oh, it's got an offer. That's good. Wood for turning, painting over wood filler. What's the most common? So it is about that. Bandsaw cutting crooked. See, that's something I'd look up because every saw I own cuts crooked. And I know it's not because I'm terrible at woodworking. It's just, it's the saw. It is the saw's fault. But when we look at this, it is on point for woodworking. Now, these are low volumes, but you know, it's okay. How long does it take for wood glue to dry? I would say if I was starting a woodworking site, oh, it's 15 bucks. I thought it was more than that, but yeah, it's decent, right? So you could go in and be like, hey, yeah, I'm a bit this. Now it does have 12 days to go, so it's probably going to go over $100 or $200 or whatever. Christmas tree resource, okay, $305. Is it sellable? Maybe. Does it have backlinks? Yeah, I'm going to buy this. Well, no, those are, I have the position on, so let's go to traffic. DIY ceramic Christmas tree. What's the next Christmas? It's okay. Would I pay? If this was 305 right now, would I buy it? Yes, because I know I have a group to sell it to. If I was you and I wanted to start a Christmas tree website, yes, I would buy it. If that was my aim. If I was just buying it because I wanted to make money online, I think there's better stuff out there. Okay, like the woodworking one. That's probably a better bet. Let's see what else we got. Soul's Pen. Okay, Soul's Pen. That's a weird one because I don't know what it is off the bat. Oh, these are like fancy pens. Okay, so fancy pens. $15. It ends in 7 days. That's okay. I mean, $15. If it was $15, like if I could buy it today, yeah, I'd buy it today. Totally. But it's not. And again, remember, it's actually 30 because there's a registration fee. American Books Writer. Okay, this could be good because if it's about books and writing, I could do like self-publishing, which now we're talking about some good stuff. Richard T. I thought that was you. Now I know it's you, right? I got my name hidden. I don't want people to see my name. But we can see here average cost of a book. So yeah, this is okay. I could probably turn this into a self-publishing site, and that would probably be a good bet. Yeah, so that's decent. Let's see, where is it? A review chat. It was books up there. It is American Books Writer. And these, I find that Namecheap will get bid way up at the end. Like these will sit at like $16 for a long time. And then at the end, it'll skyrocket to like 1,000. See, that's not that old of a domain. So I ain't going to pay that much for it. Okay, are you guys getting a good feel for how and why I buy these? Worthy Inside. Eventually, this will get sold to like a therapist or a t-shirt company. And this is probably a good one, like Worthy Inside. I like it for the name alone. I think that's cool. It's a good name. Is it worthy of my money? Let's see. Interesting keywords. Like I could probably sell some therapy to these people. Let's see, volume. It's okay. Is it a zinger? No. Is it okay? Yeah. Healthify body. Let's see. Online museum. Soccer jerseys. I think I saw this one the other day. Soccer jerseys. For home tools. So Healthify body, that's got a lot of rankings. Okay. Little worried about going into the health market, but it's okay. I mean, Healthify body, that's probably sellable. I would definitely check it for a trademark, just to be sure. Jerseys, and those are old jerseys. For home tools, very little traffic. Yeah, this probably won't do that great. Traffic's really low. I mean, it's okay. It could be resurrected, but do you want to? That's the question. Let's see. 420 LED. So this one, actually, I saw this the other day. It was for growing lamps, like people that grow pot and stuff. They have special little lamps for them. And I was thinking, okay, that could go into the hydroponics niche. Could be decent, right? Do you guys see why I'm thinking about this? Okay. All right. Do I advise someone purchase Ahrefs for a month just to play around with it and get used to doing keyword research? In light that they don't know how to build a WordPress site? Build a WordPress site, like literally Amar or Amir. Sit down this afternoon and build a WordPress site. It's like, you'll be like, wow, that's it? It really only took like 10 minutes? Yeah. On Spamzilla, what is the deal with TF and CF ratios? I don't usually pay too much attention to these. I think it's some majestic thing. Trust flow. I think it's like their version of like the value of the domain. I don't know if this shows you keywords or anything. Let's see, are they cheap? I don't know how much they cost. I mean, the most important thing I'm interested in is the keywords, and this isn't showing them. So, I mean, that's kind of what I'm after. Pages, backlinks, new. I mean, here's keywords. Let's see. Keyword checker. $49 a month. Okay. Not a super fan of this. We'll have to test it out. But yeah, I couldn't tell you what those are. CF, citation flow. I don't know what that is. I mean, is there a correlation between that and rankings? I don't think so. Yeah. Backlink reputation. Okay. Yeah. And then this is your backlinks, and then your referring domains. So it's similar, but like the metric I care about is this one. So if it doesn't have that, I don't care. How reliable is SEMrush? Fantastic. SEMrush is SEMrush. If Ahrefs didn't exist, I'd probably get SEMrush. And I think I might have an affiliate program link. And it might have a discount on it. Let's see. Yeah. So there's SEMrush. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. But it's pretty good. I like SEMrush, and they have a free trial too. But I like that Ahrefs hooks up to this in the way that I like it. I get very set in my ways, and I don't want to change because like what I have works. So I'm like, okay, let's just stick with what works. Okay, any questions on domains before we get to the forum questions? Okay. If I start an absolutely new domain from scratch, how do you start with posts and pages to begin with? How many? I mean, you could start with one, literally. And you can start with as many as you want. I would use pages for like sales, opt-ins, and things like that. And I'd use posts for content to rank. DK, we're using GPT-4 code interpreter to get that chart. No, it doesn't look like it. Marcus, do you have the hookup with Ahrefs Spamzilla, or does it automatically if you have both? You have to hook up Spamzilla, yeah. So you have to like log in with your login info, and then it'll add it. It's under settings, and then just go to Ahrefs, and it'll add it there. How do you find domains for your YouTube video niche ideas like incense? Actually, it's the other way around. I found the domain, and then I made a video about it. So like I'm finding niches all the time with domains, because I'll see stuff people are doing, and I'm like, oh, hey, this is cool. You know, like go to Namecheap, see what's going on. And you're like, oh, hey, cool, woodworking or Christmas trees or something like that. Can you show your step to find a niche using this method? Yeah, right there. Like there's a woodworking niche. There's a Christmas tree one. Here's something about food, the pens, with the pen one. Health, something about horses, something about mental health. Books. Those are niches that I found using these domains. Does that make sense? And then if you want, you can go like traffic, see which ones have a lot of traffic. So find a store near me. Bad tattoo. Right, and you can find these by traffic as well. Does that make sense? How do you find the valuation of your niche? So what do you mean by like the value of the domain? Or what do you mean? What would you sort Spamzilla by if you're using SEMrush instead? And you do positions? Yeah, SEMrush positions. The business potential? Well, like Christmas trees, okay. What's out there? Let's do buy fake Christmas tree. Okay, so let's take a look. You got Home Depot. You got Balsam Hill. Let's see if this is just a tree guy. Okay, this fall decor, mostly trees. So we're going to put that in a maybe pile. Okay, Kingdom of Christmas. What I'm looking for is just a tree site. And funny enough, I have actually had a profitable Christmas tree website in the past. It was one of the first affiliate sites I ever made, and we made some good money on it. It was pretty good. So let's see, King of Christmas. This looks like mostly trees. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at Ahrefs and kind of eye what we would make. Okay, so what would I make if I really built this up as a big kahuna website? So this guy's got a traffic value of 10,000, about 30,000 visitors a month. That means they're averaging 30 cents a click according to this. Am I going to average that? Probably not. So maybe I could do, I don't know, 5 to 10,000 a month, maybe, if I do it right. I mean, it's going to take some work, obviously. Results are not typical, implied, or guaranteed. Nobody makes anything on the internet except the people who make money, which is less than 1%. But if you look at this and you're like, oh, hey, now I see how this would work. So like if I came at this with all fronts and I had YouTube and Pinterest and everything like that, yes, I think I could turn this into a $10,000 a month niche. 5,000, yeah, I don't even think that's difficult. Is it going to take work? Yeah, of course it is. But can this do the trick? I think absolutely. Let's take a look at the other one. So we got King of Christmas, we got Nearly Natural, and it looks like this is a manufacturer. So he might have an affiliate program. Wholesale, drop shipping. Yay. We like that because drop shipping, he's probably going to give it to us really inexpensive. Like I could probably get, I'm going to say he'll probably give us 30%. So if I had, let's do a big one, 6 foot, there's a 6 foot, 131, 30%. You're looking at roughly $40. Yeah, I could do some damage with this. Then I could do Amazon. Then I could do press releases. Are you guys starting to get the idea? We're like, yeah, okay, I could turn this into a business. All right, how many of you guys are digging that? Type 100% if you guys are like, yeah, that makes sense. I totally get this. Cool. And that's kind of the idea of what you do. And that's how you look at a niche and go for it. Now, is it going to be automatic when I get this domain? I'm just going to start getting money for free? No, it's going to take some work. And the domain, it's $305. It's got 6 days to go. It's probably going to go for a pretty penny. So you got to determine, is this worth it? Now, how many of you guys are looking at this and you're like, dude, are you kidding? Like Christmas tree resource, if I was to buy this domain, and I'm going to say this is going to go for $2,000. That's my prediction. Okay. So if this goes for $2,000 and you're like, okay, it's got some rankings. It's okay. The biggest volume one was like 5,600. And that's, I want a hippopotamus, which to me, this is totally useless. This one's good, but you're number 97. Useless. I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, this is a solid 3. Okay, does everyone see that? Type 3 in the box if you're like, okay, solid 3. And I want you to put 3, and then I want you to put the number 2000 with the $ in front of it. Okay, I want to make sure you get this because I want to show you guys something that is literally going to blow your socks off. This is why people buy our high ticket niches, because these are, I'm going to show you something here in a minute if I can find it. Lauren, can you send me the link for our domain page with the passwords, please? I think I saved them, but I'm not sure. Our fancy new domain script, please. Or actually, or Tina, whoever's got it handy. Unless I can find it. Maybe I can find it. Let's see. Yes, I found it. Okay, cool. So let me show you guys something literally crazy. So let's say you are going to look at a domain that I got you. Okay. So an example would be like this. Okay, so this here, this is a solid 3. Well, let's say you were in the gun niche. I don't advocate being in the gun niche, but hey, there's someone who's on these calls every week who is kicking butt in these niches with a domain that I got her. Right? So look at this one, Firearm Suppliers. All right. It had rankings very recently, 146 rankings. Okay. It's for all these different gun brands and gun manufacturers. Pretty good. All right. Let's take a look at our calendar. Calendar is last 3 months. Ranking for all kinds of gun products. 250, 150, right? So how many of you guys, if that one with the Christmas stuff, what was it? Christmas? Yeah. If this one with the Christmas one, which is seasonal, was a solid 3 out of 10, and it's okay for $2,000, what do you think this one about these products would be worth if it had content and a website on it? Right? I mean, there's pretty good stuff here. Like, it's product oriented. We know it's something that makes money. We know you could use it, right? So Anna says 15,000. Okay, well, that's generous. Anyone else got a guess? And we'll show you another one. I'll show you another one. So this is one I got for the YouTube course we have coming up, which is for Fact Pros. So we're going to do all kinds of facts and quizzes, things like that. I want you to look at the rankings this one had. This one recently had over 3,000 rankings. And some of these are for pretty good keywords. Let's go to the calendar. Right? And we look at this, and it's just tons and tons and tons of rankings. And this is the last 7 days. If you go 3 months, you're going to see even more. So do you guys see how that's worth a lot? Being able to be like, oh, a high ticket niche, actually Marcus buys the domain, puts the content, shows me how to make money, builds the whole thing up, and walks me through it. Pretty cool, right? James says, Marcus, I'd rather use something you are selling rather than pay $2,000 for that domain. That's my point exactly, right? Very, very, very simple. So with the Fact Pros, we're going to monetize it with quizzes. So we're going to do like Offer Vault, and we'll do like gift cards, quizzes, surveys, different things like that. So surveys, not eyes, surveys, right? Like this. Okay. So Survey Junkie, I'll be like, hey, you like taking quizzes online? Might as well get paid. Here's a Rakuten one. This looks like an SOI, which means we're paid on opt-in. Yeah. We're paid on the confirmation of the email. Boom. All I got to do is get them to put the email in. And here's life points. Same kind of thing. You can even do like gift card. And there's some. Now, you got to be careful because some of these are just complete junk. But some of them are actually really good. And if you go and you look at some of them, they'll pay like $2 for an email or something like that. Amazon gift card, Starbucks, different things like that. Okay. How can you tell if they're junk? Usually you'll know by the company. So look at who is running it. Apparently this guy has wonderful eyesight, but usually it'll say who is running it. And you can kind of go through and see them. But yeah, that's kind of the idea. And that's why our high ticket niches are so valuable, because it's like, hey, we're doing that for you. We're finding the domains. And sometimes I'll find domains that, I mean, I bought for super cheap that actually do really, really well. Like this one here, for salons, right? This was for salon stuff. It's a little older of one, but it is a really good one because it's about salon stuff. And if you go there, like this, there was one ranking I remember this had that I was really after, or what was under calendar. And the idea was, hey, let's go for all of this stuff that's related to salons and, you know, hairstylist stuff and things like that, because that's a really, really good market. And the backlinks were on point and everything like that. Does that make sense to everyone? Type niches if that makes sense to you. Or like this one here. This was for lashes, like eyelashes, and this was part of a YouTube video type thing I was doing, which we actually have coming up if you guys want to learn my strategy for making no face videos and building them up. Are you guys interested in that type of video? If you are, and I'll get you guys a discount link. How would I monetize the salon one? Considering it's also local. So the local doesn't matter to me. The only way it would matter is if it was like salonbrush.idaho.com. But because it's not, I can pivot it however I want. Yeah, exactly, like a free plus shipping brush or something like that. All right, so if you guys are interested in the video class, let me see if I can find the link for it. It's the one where I'm going to be going through the video course. Did you guys see the video yesterday with Kate? Type Kate in the box if you guys saw that. Did you guys like that style of video? I thought it was kind of fun. Okay, so what we're doing with the video class is I'm actually going to give you a domain that is based on a video niche. I'm going to go through and build up the site with you. We're going to get you some starter content, and then we're going to walk you through the process with me and Kate. So as I'm teaching Kate how to build the business, you guys are going to be in a little small group where we're doing that together, right? So really cool, really good. We're going to show you exactly how it works, and bada boom, there you go. So if you guys are interested in that, this is the last day to get the discount on it. That's the link there. You can sign up. You'll get a domain. Obviously, you'll come in after you sign up. You will say, oh, hey, you know what? I like salon ideas, or I like this, and we will get a domain that fits what you want. Then we'll go through and do all the training and everything, build it up. And the goal is to get you something that will rank really fast and work really well. So that's kind of the idea. And that's the link if you guys do want to join there. That's the second link, shows you the webinar we had as well, but I think it's pretty solid. So Ruben says, are GeoTrade domains like To Do and Austin buildable? I don't think they're worth the effort. I mean, if you do have austinlawyer.com, yeah, the lawyer one would be. The To Do or Things to Eat in Austin, probably not. But sometimes you can find stuff that's like, oh, hey, here's Austin Lawyer or whatever. And you might be able to find some with rankings and traffic. You just got to look for them. Like this. Well, there was one that said anything Wisconsin. I don't know where it went though, but let's try Austin. So like you could go through and find them. And sometimes they will have good backlinks. Sometimes they're complete junk, but you know, power washing Austin, okay, that could work, you know. Maybe not, doesn't have anything. But you can probably sell it. Does that make sense? Any questions on that? Clive, put in a support ticket. We could probably work that out. All right, so now let's go ahead and get to the questions on the forum. Buster, hey Marcus, I'm new to affiliate marketing and wanted to say hi and thank you for the domain. My question is around that. The domain is focusextension.com. What niche would you get into? With this, I would probably do either memory or even like AI Chrome extensions. AI Chrome extensions would be pretty cool, depending on what it ranks for. Let's see, it might not have rankings. I don't know. Let's see. Calendar. No. So yeah, I'd probably do Chrome extensions for AI stuff. I think that'd be funner, more fun, better. Also understand that finding the right keywords will make or break me. So I'm looking at what you teach. Should I use the free plus AI or Ahrefs? Ahrefs is always going to beat AI because it has different data. Help me find a good accident, personal injury, lawyer domain with some keyword, max budget $50. Okay, that's an interesting request. So I'd probably go like this. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot there. Yeah, I mean, you just have to go through these and find what you want. Maybe law, but you'll probably get like cold slaw too. The law booth. That's interesting. The law booth. That's pending delete. I mean, yeah, you're just gonna have to pick through them and find specifically what you want. There's no one size fits all. Here's the best, but that's what you do. You just go accident, type that in, see what's there, type in personal injury, lawyer, type in all combinations of those and you'll find it. Matt, good news and thank you for the advice. Last week I paid for Grammarly, fixed up a few of my pages that lost big on July 27th. And now the site is climbing fast again. It was definitely plagiarism issues. There you go. So Matt's been a student of ours for a long time. And he had some sites that were tanking and he didn't know why. And I didn't know why. I was like, what is going on? And it finds out his AI content he was creating was actually flagging plagiarism. So that's what made him drop. And I think, is it the Bridge tattoo site? Matt, is that the one? Let's see. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Night and day. I mean, you got 1,100 rankings overnight. So that's the problem. Yeah, that's good news. I mean, if we look at your calendar, it's probably just climbing like crazy. And that does show you that what Marcus says usually does pan out. Usually does work, right? Been doing this a bit, so I kind of know stuff. But we could see here, he is showing up. So there you are, right below Pinterest and Etsy. That's pretty good. So awesome. Amur, so you check auction domains during your research, then check for zinger offers. If you check both boxes, you proceed. Yes, if the money makes sense. Okay. James, while I'm thinking about it, want to thank you for everything you have thought about using AI. Learned a great deal and consider myself to be an expert with AI, but I don't care for the Bing AI. I use Jetpack. All right, cool. Yeah, I mean, Bing is good. Jetpack's good too. Whatever tool you like, as long as it gets you a good result, I mean, it doesn't matter to me what you use. Okay. Let's see, other questions on the forum. Please take a look at my splash page. Oh, traffic is doubled. Awesome. Yeah, see, that's what's that. I don't like this image at all. Doesn't tell me anything. Digital tattoo designs. I'd rather see download thousands of digital tattoo designs. Arrow, 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 click here to download. That's going to get you more than this ugly image here. Like, that's not, it looks like it's broken. Like, what is my mouse hovering over this? What's it doing? I'm not a fan of this at all. This is good. Start browsing now. Browsing what? Check out our tattoos here. Download tattoos instantly. Right? Start browsing now. I'm already browsing. I'm on the internet. We got to remember that the education level of the average internet user is not going to put together that that's start browsing tattoos. Sadly, but that is the truth. Like, you're dealing with people that are like making noodles in their sink. If you've ever watched TikTok, you get what I mean. And it's like, okay, if they're making noodles in their sink, then they probably are not going to know what that means. And you do have to pay attention to that. That's something I learn every day. Yesterday's video, people didn't understand that I wasn't giving away businesses to every subscriber. I'm like, no, I don't think I hinted at that. You know, but you do have to, it's this old joke my dad told me years ago. He put an ad in the paper, rent a house. He had a rental in like Newport Beach, California, which is expensive. And they misprinted $18 instead of $1,800. And he got calls and people were like, we're here to rent the house for $18. And he's like, how do people not know that that's a misprint? Do they literally think someone's renting a house for $18? Right? And that's why you have to watch monthly membership for what? Subscribe for what? No, I need images. I need something to tell on their monthly membership. So that doesn't make sense. Right? And these are the things where if you dumb it down so simple, because here's the deal. This page, what is the job of this page? Does anyone know the job of this page? Okay, they come in, they're searching digital tattoos, they come to your page. What is this page's job as an affiliate? To get subscribers, membership. Okay, anyone else want to take a stab at it? To get to their website. Exactly. Ed and Noel, you guys have been with me a long time, so it was kind of loaded. To get traffic to this page. It's this page's job to do the selling. Okay, now you're skipping the page, so maybe you need a good splash page, but this ain't it. Nope, this is not it. I would make a little video. Dun, 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 music comes in. You can download tattoo designs right now instantly and print them out and take them to the tattoo parlor. Within minutes, you'll be getting the tattoo of your dreams. Have a picture of it, show the printer, for less than 30,000 tattoos, $9 a month, for less than a third of a penny per tattoo, you could be downloading these instantly. Check out the link below to get started. Boom. Which one are you going to click? This, or my video? You're going to be like, dude, yeah, look at that. He printed it, and then now it's on his arm. That's cool. And he looks like Popeye or whatever, right? And that's what you got to do. It's got to be simple. It's got to be clear. People will misunderstand everything if you give them one little chance to misunderstand it. So we need to make this as clear as possible. Download digital tattoo designs instantly. Choose your tattoo, print it out, get it instantly. Save money on expensive designs, right? And you can show it. How much does a tattoo design cost before getting it. 50 to 70 for the flash. $75. So you put that. If you're sitting in the seat, it could be $50 to $700 for the tattoo you want. And guess what? You might not even like it. He could do the entire sketch, give it to you, and you say, this looks like crap. Hopefully you don't put it on your back like someone I know did. But, you know, you look at it like, would you rather pay $70 or would you rather pay $9 a month? Those are the kind of comparisons you need to watch out for. How do I make it so simple? Right? Instead of access over 30,000, now that says nothing to me. That tells me it's overwhelming and I got to weed through a bunch. And they're probably free online anyway. But if I say professional tattoo artist designed, compare at $70 each. Now, less than a third of a penny. Does that make sense? Dream, yeah, download your dream tattoo. Exactly. That's what you want to do. It needs to be so simple. Okay. Can you please take a look at my splash page? We just did. Also, I realized I made 2 posts for a similar keyword, printable stencils, I would look at if they're ranking. Monthly membership and 30-day. Nobody wants a membership. Like, do you guys want a Blog Profit Network membership? No, you don't. Nobody does. You want to talk to Marcus every week. So instead of, hey, pay $20 and get a membership, it's like, hey, what do you think it's worth to talk to Marcus every week? You want to do that? You'd be a fool not to. There you go, right? You make it very simple. So this one ranks. The next one, so it's PR Web. That goes to PR Web. Why does that go to PR Web? Copy. So that one ranks. Simple tattoo. I would keep them both. Yeah, I keep them both. Anna, aren't you worried about the storm? I live in Miami and my house is starting to shake from the wind. Anna, if I were you, I'd be worried. Like, my house ain't shaking yet, but if I was in Miami, I'd be worried about that, and I'd probably watch the replay next week. How do you keep your tab on open tabs? Well, what a lot of people don't realize is this is just one screen. I have about 5, and we have 3 computers here, and there's probably like 500 tabs opened all the time. Yeah, and we're Central Florida, so we're usually pretty good. Yeah, it can be freaky though. What's your wind speed now? You're in Miami. Let's see. Miami wind speed. 17. That's not too bad. Are you guys under a warning or just a watch? Or which one's worse? It's the watch.
Warnings worse.
Oh, warning's worse. Okay. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Like, if you're just watching the hurricane, it's not as bad as like, oh my God, warning, hurricane. Although I will say, moving to Florida from not living in Florida, they scare the hell out of you the first year you live here. Like, I remember we had, what was the governor before DeSantis? Scott, right? Yeah, Rick Scott. That dude, he'd come on TV and he's like, you are going to float away. Your house is literally going to float away, and I'm not going to come get you. And so when we moved here, I was like, oh my God, we're going to die. And then I'm like, wait, our house is built in the 80s and it's never had anything. We'll probably be okay. But yeah, Rick Scott, that dude got rich on some health insurance thing, but I don't think it was the most ethical thing. All right, at any rate, politics aside, let's take a look at other things here. Let's see. So you did a press release. Okay, I can't get these links. I mean, I can try. Yeah, the HCA hospital, yeah. If this internet gig doesn't work out, I think I can make more money in politics. But I don't know. So PR web, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Did you do the right keywords or something? Marcus 20. No one's gonna vote for me. They'll be like, this guy's crazy. All right. So yeah, I can't open those, so I don't know what's going on there. Okay, what's your opinion on share a sale? Share a sale is good if you need an offer they have. Can you review my website? Bread Talk. Okay. Your website is not working. I plan to do 2 posts a day. I did a search for Bread Talk, only a few indexed. Okay, so you're saying this is like an expired domain or something? Let's see. No, this is a spam junk domain. Get a new domain. Do not even build on this one. I'm not going to answer the rest because this is just junk domain. Let's see. Oh, bread. Sorry, it's not Bread Talk. It's Bread Guide. Well, that does help. All right. Bread Talk. Bread Guide. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now I'm a little proud of you as a student. Before I was like, I don't know what they're doing. But this is actually pretty good. So why are donuts unhealthy? Because they're made of flour and sugar and fried in grease. But are donuts bad for you? Yeah, because see question 1. But they are good. I mean, I've been known to have a few donuts in my day. I'll tell you what's better than donuts is beignets. That's where it's at. So this is okay. Are you going to make a lot of money with this? I'm not seeing a clear path. The rankings aren't that great. Could you turn it into a bread making site? Yeah, maybe review like bread makers. So that could work. But I would refine it. You're going to have to refine it. Rick, I thought I'd write you a little note to see if this is helpful. The biggest problem I have with these programs is that we travel too fast and we don't learn how to use them like they should be used. Well, hopefully you guys got a little bit more on the old Spamzilla. You're a great teacher. I think if you can convince people to take it a little easier and learn each section, it'd be a great help. Yeah, I think so. I think the key is to start something, right? Start something. And then come here and get help. I'm new here, loving your stuff. I joined Simple Sites, really interested in CPA, have a registered LLC, but I live in Pakistan, applied for Max Bounty, was rejected. Please tell me what I should do. I don't know. It could be a Pakistan issue. It could be. If that's the case, find your niche first and see if you need Max Bounty with that niche, because you might not. Yeah, you might not need that. Bianca, did you get PCMacHelp.com on GoDaddy? I did not. I was bidding against some people, but then someone came, bid a bunch. No, that was not one I did. Okay. Lost both domains. Okay. Waleed, I want to promote a web conferencing tool similar to Zoom. I'm going to build a site as you show in Simple Sites. This tool has a free 2-week trial period. Okay, great. Free version. My question, what can I offer on the thank you page to start making money while building my email list? Squeeze page is online video conferencing. So you need a smaller download button. That is a jumbo download button. There is no mistaking where to download stuff on this site, I'll tell you what. But I think for you is to a 2-week trial. I would try the keyword alternatives to Zoom. And I would do a YouTube video on alternatives to Zoom. Bianca, you skipped the question. Should I start a new domain while I wait to find a good one on auction? Well, you could skip ahead of the class and get a high ticket niche, and then we give you a domain that's good. I mean, by the time you get content and everything, you're probably going to pay the same amount, and then you get help and stuff. Or if you want to start a new domain, you could do that. Do you have a niche? What was I going to do? Keywords. Yeah, this here. This keyword could make you a lot of money. Programming and PC stuff. Yeah, for that, I'd like to see an expired or auction domain. Because if you get a good auction domain, it's going to put you way ahead. Mark says join high ticket edge. Yeah, that would help. I mean, you can write in our tickets and we might have one that's cheap. I mean, I don't know. I know we're going through our list, but that could be something you can do. But yeah, Zoom alternatives. If you do this right and you do a YouTube, this will probably do really, really well. Let's see what YouTube looks like. Not bread guide. We want Zoom alternatives. Yeah, there you go. Look at that. That's what you want to do. Integrations? What integrations? Part integrations and custom coding. Yeah, I mean, if you can find it, I would go with whatever domain you find. Bianca, if you want to start, just go get a $9 domain that's easy, like techgirl.com or something, and then start doing YouTube on the tech stuff, you know. Yeah. Because you could start with that. You don't have to wait for an auction domain. All right, page 2. I acquired this just website tools through you after doing a little bit of research. I discovered it was an SEO tools business prior. Yes. It is. Is it in my best interest to keep it in SEO or can I modify it? Do the SEO part and then add to it. So don't like switch, use what it was made for and then build on top of it. Bianca says I suck at videos. Well, get better. It's not that hard. Just make a bunch of videos and make a bunch of terrible ones and pretty soon you'll get good. And focus on what people want. Just teach them the thing, right? I mean, look at my first videos. Go back, watch them. I sucked at video too. Now I'm slightly less sucky at video. But, you know, you watch what people want to watch, not what you want to make. Kim Commando? Who's Kim Commando? I don't know who that is. This is a site I'll be working on in YouTube since I'll take the last 5 weeks for the site. Working on a meantime video social. Work on video and social media. Okay. Cool. And when we have part 1, we'll give you more details on that. Got the domain dry herb vaporizer reviews during domain class. Want to build it. Will it be okay to opt for the personal plan? Yeah, personal plan will be fine. .reviews not supported by Bluehost. Yeah, that's weird. I didn't know that. Yeah, personal should be fine. Now, does this have backlinks? No. So you could probably get away with getting a different domain. I don't think that's like a zinger. Also got in the YouTube domain and just got the domain. Okay, cool. Yeah. I would use the one we gave you for the YouTube. If for a giveaway, what's the method I should follow? Can I download some PLR? Yeah, PLR would work for giveaway. We use that all the time. Is there a way for 2 or more students to collaborate on complementary domains? If so, what would that look like? I don't know what you mean. Can you restate that? Yeah, Waleed. So Zoom Alternatives is going to show a difficulty, but you're not relying on SEO. You're going to be using YouTube. So it's a whole different ballgame. I bought this for $5. Is it a zinger? I don't know. Let's see. No, but is it worth $5? Yeah, definitely worth $5. Probably worth 80. If that's what I'd pay for it. If I saw it, I'd be like, yeah, that's probably worth $80. If I had a use for it. If you don't have a use for the domain, don't buy it. Okay. Jane, so far I've signed up to OfferVault and Max Bounty. Well, these two affiliate programs. OfferVault is a search engine, not a affiliate offer. So you only sign up for one. Is that enough for the beauty stuff? Absolutely. Get ClickBank also and Amazon. Those two will help you as well. Okay. Marina, I need to make an article, poly bags for packing, Amazon requirement. What? I need this article in Russian. I speak both languages away. I don't know. I mean, you'd have to ask ChatGPT. Just be like, hey, how do I prompt you to write in Russian? I don't speak Russian, so I'm not going to be a good advocate for that. That's not my wheelhouse. Is press release a good idea for Zoom alternatives? Yes, absolutely. So this is the domain. Is that different from what you put in? Okay, yeah, so this one does have backlinks. So yeah, you could use that one. All right, last question, and then we'll call it a day and get you guys the link for the YouTube class if you want to join that. Give me a keyword for subconscious stuff with low competition. Ask on tickets and we can send you a report. Okay. All right, guys. So I will give you the link for the YouTube class if you guys want to join that. It is right here. This is the last day to get that price. It is changing today. So if you want to join that, use that now. And Saeed, for your plan, I liked your plan of the, herbal stuff. I think that's good. All right, so if you're going to be doing the YouTube class, do that. We're going to give you a domain. We're going to show you how to build videos. We're going to show you how to do AI stuff, the whole 9 yards. How would YouTube be different than SEO? What if you don't rank on YouTube? On YouTube, you're not necessarily looking to rank. You're looking to get views. So it's not just about ranking. That's not what I'm after. Okay. It will be starting next week. So yeah. All right, guys. Have fun. We'll see you next time. I'm not sure yet. We will get the details out on that soon. All right. Thank you. Sign up. And we'll see you soon. And also ask Tina and Lauren about domains we have. We just got a big list of all the domains we have available. There's some good ones there. So if you're looking for deals, we'll let them know. And your YouTube class does come with a good domain. So there you go. All right, guys. It won't be before the holiday. No, it'll be after. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. We'll see you soon.